I was hoping that you could teach us a little bit about biophotonics and our biophotonic system and how we may be able to harness higher density light to, I guess, heal or empower our biophotonic systems, be it maybe through meditation or light language.
Sure, sure. So, one of the things that we will say is that your physical reality is fundamentally made of light. So, this ties back to that concept of true light or original light that we were referencing earlier. So, the DNA within you expresses itself based upon the information and stimulus that it receives. The main influencer of how the DNA expresses itself, whether it's expressing in a healthy way or an unhealthy way, is light. So if you were to see the various frequencies of light that are usually hidden from you, it would appear as if all of you are radiating particles of light. In the room around you, it would look as if particles of light were spiraling, blipping in and blipping out of the physical reality experience. And you would see just how significant light is and how light acts as the primary communicator of information between different forms of consciousness. So, the light that you take in that impacts the DNA ultimately comes from all sources of expression around you. But the biggest impact ultimately is your relationship with the sun, your relationship with nature, because the type of light that is produced in these environments is very naturalistic. It's very balancing and very energetically informative for your nervous system. When you are with other people, they are radiating light. This also impacts the DNA. When you're with other people, you're radiating light. This can impact their DNA. And in that sense, people's genomes, whom spend a great deal of time together, will begin to mirror one another. The type of food that you eat is also a source of light. And photons are actually absorbed from the food as it is broken down by your digestive system. So, again, the light is a carrier of information and energy. So if the food is very high quality, very naturalistic, then the photons that are delivered from that food will contain very vibrant, high frequency facets of information and energy. If the food is very low quality, if it is overcooked, if it is overly processed, the frequencies of light will be greatly reduced within that food, and the information within that light will be very low quality. And it will activate the DNA in a more destructive way, in a more negative way. So, on the physical level, those are the major influencers on the photonic level. Now, in terms of your environments, keep in mind that the lights that you have around you, the artificial lights, the electronic lights, these also have an effect on the DNA. These also have an effect on the nervous system. These types of lights, the electric lights, if experienced in excess, can create unnatural expressions within the DNA, unnatural rhythms within the nervous system. This is because of how these lights operate. So it is important to make sure each day that you receive that natural light from nature so you can maintain that alignment with the current energetic programs that nature is producing. In meditation, you can call upon different frequencies of light through visualization. This type of light can be internalized into the body. This type of light can be internalized into the aura. And as you deepen your relationship psychically with these non-physical spaces, you'll be able to extract and receive increasingly greater levels of energy from this astral light, this visualized light that you are summoning. And you can increasingly receive subtler and subtler and subtler qualities of light from the visualizations. Furthermore, in practices such as darkness meditation, physically, you can begin to perceive different forms of light that usually will give off different colors. These lights represent, again, that original scaffolding and the frequencies of energy that are connected to that. Those colors, those forms of light can also be taken in, can also be absorbed, and this will have a strong effect on the DNA. The reason the DNA activation and balancing is so important is because on the physical level as a being, you are DNA, and your body is essentially a vehicle to transport it and to keep it safe. So on the physical level, that's what you are, the DNA within you. That is the anchor, so to say, for your consciousness into the body, into the physical reality. It's the primary anchor. That's why there is such an emphasis upon it.